Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're taking you from absolute beginner to total expert at navigating federal bankruptcy records. Because honestly, mastering this database, it's like having X-ray vision into the financial lives of people and corporations across the country.
Seriously, ask yourself, who are you really doing business with? Before you sign a major contract or invest your hard-earned money, or even hire a new partner, checking public bankruptcy records is a critical, real-world tool to track financial distress and stop fraud in its tracks. That's exactly what we're mastering today. Because, let's face it, hidden financial histories can totally sink your investments. These records, they're your ultimate truth serum.
Now, a quick heads up before we dive in. This explainer is strictly for educational and informational purposes only. It's not legal advice, okay? You should always verify current court procedures and fees directly through official government sources, because federal court systems and their pricing models, well, they can and do change over time.
All right, let's look at our agenda for today. First, we'll cover why these records matter. Then we'll get into PACER basics, followed by accounts and fees, executing your searches, decoding those tricky court dockets, and finally, some advanced pro tips. Let's get to it.
Starting off with Section 1, Why Bankruptcy Records Matter. You see, journalists, investors, and everyday citizens use these records all the time to uncover hidden financial histories that directly impact real-world business decisions. Think about it. If you're managing credit risk, you absolutely want to know if a vendor has a history of liquidating their assets, right? Or if you're a journalist tracking an industry disruption, bankruptcy filings hand you an exact, court-verified timeline of a company's downfall, complete with lists of creditors and asset valuations. It is, without a doubt, the ultimate due diligence.
Moving right along to Section 2, PACER and Bankruptcy Basics.
So PACER is your ultimate key to the kingdom. It gives you 24/7 access to the precise, court-verified timeline of motions, orders, and case deadlines. PACER actually stands for Public Access to Court Electronic Records. You can think of it as the federal court system's massive digital filing cabinet. We're talking over 1 billion public documents in here. And unlike state courts, which are kind of all over the place and fragmented, bankruptcy is exclusively a federal matter. That means every single bankruptcy case in the U.S. flows right through this one interconnected system.
Now, there are a few different bankruptcy chapters you're going to encounter, and they act as super important filters for your searches. You've got everything from a Chapter 7 total liquidation to a Chapter 13 individual payment plan. Think of Chapter 7 as wiping the slate clean by selling off non-exempt assets. Chapter 11, on the other hand, is usually for businesses trying to reorganize so they can keep their doors open. Chapter 12 is highly specific. It's just for family farmers and fishermen. And Chapter 13, that allows wage earners to set up a manageable court-approved plan to pay back their debts over time. Knowing these right off the bat helps you instantly understand exactly what kind of financial distress you're looking at.
Okay, Section 3, Accounts, Fees, and Exemptions. Let's talk about the paywall.
The way they meter this is actually pretty unique. You're charged 10 cents per page for searches and documents. But here's the crucial part. Document costs are capped at a maximum of $3 each. So even if you download some massive 300-page corporate restructuring plan, you will never be charged more than $3 for that single document. You do need to be a little careful, though, because every time you run a search query, it generates a page of results. And yep, that costs 10 cents, even if the page just says no matches found.
But wait, here's the really good news. The system grants you a $30 exemption every single calendar quarter. That means if you pull fewer than 300 pages every 3 months, your searches are effectively free. The billing cycle just runs January to March, April to June, and so on. As long as your total charges stay at $30 or below by the end of that quarter, your balance gets completely wiped clean. It's honestly a fantastic feature that lets the general public do some serious research at absolutely zero cost.
Let's jump into Section 4, Executing your PACER search.
When you get to the registration page, always select the Case Search Only option. This keeps you out of the complicated attorney filing pathways. I mean, you aren't looking to submit legal documents to a federal judge, right? You just want to read the public records. So hitting Case Search Only completely streamlines the whole process and lets you bypass all those complex e-filing menus. Once you're inside the registration wizard, you'll just click View. Now, keep in mind, if you choose not to enter a credit card, you're going to have to wait 7 to 10 days for an activation token to arrive via physical mail. Yeah, snail mail. For security reasons, the courts absolutely will not email or fax this token to you. So if you need instant access right now, today, putting in a credit card is literally the only way to immediately validate your account. Just remember that $30 quarterly waiver we just talked about, and you'll be fine. So, knowing where to search is absolutely crucial. You're going to use the National PACER Case Locator, or PCL, to find a case broadly. But you'll want to jump directly to the local CM/ECF court server for real-time emergency filing updates. The PCL acts kind of like a giant nationwide phone book that updates every night. If you don't know what state someone filed in, that's where you start. But if you need an up-to-the-minute docket from a specific jurisdiction, let's say the Southern District of New York, you're going to log directly into that specific court's CM/ECF database. Once you're logged into the National Locator, hover over the Party Search tab to reveal the dedicated bankruptcy search tools. This drop-down menu is basically your navigation hub. By selecting Bankruptcy Search, you completely bypass all the civil and criminal dockets. And that's exactly what you want, because it saves you from wasting those 10-cent page clicks on totally irrelevant data. Now, if you use the advanced interface, you can enter an employer identification number or filter by a specific bankruptcy chapter, which helps you zero in on exactly the right corporate entity. You can search by full social security numbers, tax IDs, or even narrow things down to just Chapter 11 reorganizations filed in the last 6 months. Oh, and here's a quick pro tip. If you only know the last 4 digits of an individual's social security number, the system actually requires you to input their last name as well to execute the search.
All right, on to Section 5, decoding the court docket.
To find the real financial story here, you're looking for 3 main things: the voluntary petition, which kicks off the case, the SOFA, which details recent financial transactions, and the discharge order, which means the court has officially wiped out qualifying debts. Think of the voluntary petition as the starter pistol. It immediately triggers an automatic stay, which legally forces all creditors to stop collecting. Then you have Schedules A through J, which list every single asset, liability, and monthly expense. But the SOFA, the Statement of Financial Affairs, that is an absolute goldmine for investigators. It lists past transactions, closed bank accounts, and even money given to relatives right before they filed. Finally, let's wrap up with Section 6, Pro Tips and Recap. Check this out. If you install the Free Law Project's Recap browser extension, it automatically checks if another user has already paid for a document, so you can view it for free. Also, the McVisa's phone system lets you retrieve basic case statuses via an automated voice hotline at 0 cost. Recap is actually just PACER spelled backwards. Once you have it installed, anything added to their massive archive by other users becomes instantly free for you right inside the PACER interface. And hey, if you're entirely offline, dialing the McVisa's hotline at 866-222-8029 is like having a touch-tone time machine. It reads out filing dates, assigned judges, and case statuses, totally free of charge. So now that you have the tools to completely pull back the curtain on any business or individual, the only question left is, whose public financial history are you going to investigate first? You know how to bypass the jargon, you can navigate the paywalls, and you can locate the exact documents that reveal the truth. So dive in, use your quarterly exemption wisely, and start exploring. Thanks for joining me on this explainer.